Recording in progress.
Molo nokusi andibaboni abo Gigi nabo Zanele ye.
Oh, okay. Let me check them, Jay.
Wasifuna
Morning.
namhlanje.
Okay, sure.
Okay. Alan, how many members in the platform?
There's currently 8 members, Chair.
Okay. Let's start with our meeting. I won't show the video. I'm using the phone here, and I'm not in a good space. Let me officially open the meeting. The meeting is officially open, honorable members. You are all welcome, and also welcome our support team, the media, and everybody who's in the platform. Are there apologies?
Apologies received, Chair.
There are no apologies.
No, Chair.
Okay, thanks. Let's move to the next item. Consideration and adoption of the committee report on the Public Procurement Bill B18/2023. Who's taking a lead? Is it Dr. Sope or is it Treasury? Dr. Sope, over to you.
Thank you very much, Chairperson. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon to members. Chairperson, the report that we have drafted does not encompass the changes that have been effected now in the A list, which the committee, I think, still need to see, and the B list that the committee, I think, still need to see and adopt, as it is the version that will serve in the House. So we only received all these documents this morning, about 2 hours ago. So we are unable to incorporate them into our report in such a short space of time. So that's why we didn't send even the report to the members. I don't know, I spoke to our manager, Mr. Mbachi, asking about the feasibility of having a meeting on this, on another day where this report will be adopted, because as it is now, it is incomplete. And the standard of Parliament generally is that after all the deliberations of the committee, we as staff who are writing the reports are given at least 8 days to finish a report. But normally in this committee, we sometimes finish them in 1 day or 2 working days. For instance, in the case of the fiscal framework report, although the committee most of the time complains that our report was received late, but we normally would have performed far better in that we would have finished the report in 2 days, on Friday and Monday that we're supposed to submit it, because you don't count the weekend in those number of days. So in this time around, we're actually given 2 hours or an hour to finish a report of this magnitude. It's quite huge. So that's why I'm requesting that instead of the committee sitting considering the report that is unfinished, give us time to work on this report over the weekend, and the committee could meet on Monday and then adopt the report. And I've checked with Alan that the debate is not actually on Tuesday, it's on Wednesday. So there is enough time where the committee can adopt a report and it can be 80 feet. But the committee still needs to consider the B version of the bill and all the changes that were discussed on the 29th of November. I think also Advocate Jenkins can still come in there and explain what the process should be, because the clauses that were being adopted when we met on the 28th and 29th were on the bill that was tabled, which has been changed a lot. But the committee should be focusing on the B version, which was only submitted only 2 hours ago, Chairperson. So I'll just leave it there, and then maybe you can recognize Advocate Jenkins and maybe Alan if there's anything that they need to add. But really, apologies on our part. It was beyond our control. We tried to break our backs to submit reports before time that is expected by Parliament. They give us 8 days to finish a report. I mean, it's 3 days, but we normally do our best, Chairperson. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Slope, Alan, and then Advocate Jenkins after Alan.
Yes, Chair, thank you. Just to confirm that the bill will be considered in the House on Wednesday, the 6th. There is a 3-day rule that can be waived in terms of the report. So the report can still be ATC'd on Tuesday. Obviously, if the committee adopts or agrees to the amendments that were proposed on Wednesday, that is currently on the B version that I sent through a bit earlier on today, that will be the basically the final excuse me, the final version of the bill, if the committee agrees to that. We can then, over the weekend, well, today and over the weekend, have all the amendments affected to the actual bill, considering that it's done by an external stakeholder, CREDA. They obviously need time to affect the amendments. It then needs to go to Advocate Jenkins and Advocate van Schoor and the support team, just to make sure that all the amendments have been captured and are, as was agreed, on the A list. And then the committee could meet on Monday or Tuesday to consider the committee report, have it ATC'd either Monday or Tuesday, and still be in time for the debate on Wednesday. Thanks, Chair. Advocate Jenkins can obviously also just share some or shed some more light. Thank you.
Thanks, Alan. Just look at the updated program. The report not supposed to go in there before. If you look on the Tuesday program, there's a second reading of the National Prosecuting Authority Amendment Bill. Then after that is the consideration of the Public Procurement Bill. And then after that is the National Small Enterprises Amendment Bill, Agricultural Bill, and so on. And Wednesday, the main focus is on the appropriations bill and the speeches. That's what I have here, unless it's an old program.
Chair, from what I understand, and one of the managers that sits in the programming committee sent me a screenshot of Wednesday's House program. The first item is consideration of report of appropriations on the MTBPS. Second is consideration of the adjustments appropriations bill. Third is ESCOM debt relief amendment bill. Fourth is first reading debate ESCOM debt relief amendment bill. The fifth item is ESCOM debt relief amendment bill. That's a second reading. And 6 and 7. So item 6 is consideration of the report to the Standing Committee on Finance on the procurement bill or public procurement bill. And item 7 is second reading debate public procurement bill. I haven't received the updated parliamentary program since the programming committee met yesterday. But this is a screen grab that Ms. Giba, one of the managers that sits in the programming committee, sent me yesterday, Chair. Thank you.
Dr. George?
Thank you, Chair. Yeah, I think we must clear up this confusion because, I mean, the last that I've got in terms of the program from my whippery was that exactly as you said, Chair, was that the public procurement bill was going to be on Tuesday, the second reading. That's obviously Tuesday the 5th. And then on Wednesday, it was the focus on the budget or the adjustment budget and the ESCOM debt relief bill. And there was also the revenue laws amendment bill. And that was the one that we had discussed regarding the dates around the pension reform, etc. So We just need to get clarity on that, because the program I've got has got the public procurement bill on Tuesday, and then Wednesday also the revenue laws, including the other things that Alan mentioned. So we need clarity. I mean, I know it's the end of the year and time is running out, but we have to be more organized than this. I mean, really, it's not, it really is not okay. But anyway, that's what I've got, and we do need clarity, please. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. George. It's also what I have. I'm not sure. So, Alan, you said there was a programming committee which said when that might have amended the program before we agree on taking the meeting to Monday.
Chair, the programming committee sits Thursday mornings, I think 8:30. And one of the managers, Ms. Giba, sent, let me just go into this. She sent it to me yesterday at 12:25. So I'm not sure if Chairperson, yourself and Dr. George have received any updated program since yesterday. As far as my understanding goes, and from what I received from Ms. Giba, I can't flight this because it's on my WhatsApp, Chair, so I can't flight this. But maybe I can just send it to you via WhatsApp just for you to see. It's only, but I'm not sure if my manager, Mr. Mleja, Mlali, I'm not sure if he sits on the programming committee or attends that meeting, but if he's on the platform, if he can maybe just confirm if he knows anything about that. Thanks, Chair.
I don't see. You are talking on Gaji. Gaji is he not on leave? The other time I spoke to him, he was away on leave last week. I'm not. Who else you say Alan might be aware of the changes?
Okay.
Honorable Abraham.
Chair. Okay, Chair, I have also checked with programming just now. They confirmed that we have been changed to Wednesday. So we are now coming with the procurement bill on Wednesday. Thank you, Chair.
Okay. Okay. You check with Honorable Tseke, Grace.
I checked with Honorable Tseke, but I couldn't get her on the phone. Then I checked with Kunjulwa.
Oh, so Kunjula has the latest that Alan has.
Yes, she's got the latest. She actually made me hold a bit just to confirm. And she does have the latest, which is Wednesday. Yes, Chair.
Okay. So, okay, let me take Advocate Jenkins. Advocate Jenkins, talk to what Dr. Lopez has raised about the changes that are there that will have to be integrated, and the issue of programming. If we take this meeting to Monday, will we still be in time to submit to Parliament to the NA for a debate? If it's Wednesday, it's fine. Over to you, Advocate.
Thank you, Chairperson. I'm not 100% sure about the CREDA process, because we need to have a printed bill ready when the House occupies itself with the debate around this. So that is something we need to find out, and it's a bit out of our control, because obviously there's a whole list of bills going to CREDA at the moment. So I will look into that, Chair. What I do need to put onto the table at this point in time, Chairperson, is that the report of the committee needs to refer to the motion of desirability, which NA Rule 286 sub Rule 6 has put in there. I've spoke to my colleagues working in the committee about this. It's something that not everybody was aware of, but it's an amendment to the rule since 2016, since the late Mr. Ambrosini tried to introduce a private member's bill, and the Constitutional Court then said whether a bill is a private member's bill or a committee bill or a bill introduced by the executive, it must follow the same process. So there needs to be a motion of desirability, and that is a 2-minute exercise unless there's a difference of opinion within the committee, because as far as I'm seeing, Chairperson, the committee is in favor of the bill, but let me not assume anything, please, Chair. But I don't want to make extra work for the committee, but there needs to be a motion of desirability to be put to the committee. Do we want to proceed with it? Yes. Okay, fine. Let's put it in the report, and then we complied with that Rule 286. Chairperson, the other issue which is important, and I see that I also received it from Advocate van Schoor, is that the bill that the committee adopts, the clause-by-clause process right at the end, which the committee wants to do just before it adopts the bill and then formally the committee report, that bill must be the bill that the committee presents to the House for adoption. So in other words, Chairperson, what we did in the last meeting, going through clause by clause and proposing new wording, proposing amendments, and then the team going away, the admin team, Advocate van Schoor, myself, and the people working in the committee, Chairperson, we go back, then we make changes, we bring it back to the committee. The committee needs to see on paper what it wants to approve, if I can make myself clearer that way. And that also results of certain bills not being carefully scrutinized and then having to go through a whole mediation process to effect certain textual changes and cross-referencing and so on, Chair. So just those two things that I want to put. So if I can, the question on programming on Monday, Chair, if we have a meeting on Monday, if people are available, Chairperson, that meeting will then have to see the bill, which will be presented to the House. And then we can go quickly through it clause by clause, Chairperson. We don't have to discuss. It's not the same as deliberations. There's no discussion on a clause. It's adopting the clauses because the committee has seen the bill and they're happy with it. Let me leave it at that, Chair, and I will find out about the CREDA process, whether we can have a bill ready before Wednesday. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Advocate. Mugwaj, Nkulukumba, I see you were raising your hand. Yes. Is he still in the platform?
Yeah. Actually, good day, members. Actually, it's a legacy hand. It was that time Alan has raised, just presented. Actually, I wanted to concur with Alan, but I think even Honorable Abraham have just clarified what I wanted to say. I think it was just a legacy hand. The program has been changed. The bill has been considered on Wednesday, the 6th of December, no longer the 5th.
Okay. I see the end of Dr. George.
Yes, thanks, Chair. Yeah, I think we must just get clarity because obviously we need to be clear on what is actually going on. But anyway, I did ask the question about the revenue bill because that's also on the program. Now, it's not been mentioned. Now, that's the bill that we were talking about on the pension reform or part of it. Now, it was on the program for Wednesday, but I didn't hear Alan say anything about it. So, and I know that there was a process that also needed to happen because there was a date change and there was a process. Can we just get some clarity on that also, please? Because as I said, it's on the program for Wednesday. So is it actually on the program or what actually is happening with that one? Because I think we need clarity on both, please. Thanks.
Thanks, Dr. George. Moreover, I'm not sure if we have received the response from the minister, because we're supposed to receive that response from the minister. I think we have given him 14 days. Either we agree with his view, or we don't agree and take a decision, and then take the revenue bill to Parliament. Alan and Advocate Jenkins, can you clarify the question asked by Dr. George?
Thank you, Chair. Dr. George, I'm speaking under correction. I have not received the parliamentary program. I've only received a screen grab from one of our managers with a program for Wednesday, and the revenue laws bill is not on the program for Wednesday. I cannot confirm for Tuesday. I'm trying to get hold of someone to send me the parliamentary program. But so I sent an email to my managers earlier in the week just to say that with regards to the challenges we're facing with the procurement bill and also the revenue laws bill, where the minister has 14 days, that's excluding Saturday, Sunday, and public holidays. Not that there is a public holiday, but so the minister's reply, we can't preempt that we'll have the reply today or on Monday. Therefore, they've taken it off the program. That's what I understand. Thank you.
Chairperson, if I may, Chair, through you.
Yeah, Advocate Jenkins, can you assist us? The report is not ready today, and the bill must go to Parliament on Wednesday. We can't be seen to be defying Parliament as this committee. Parliament programs and committee does other things. If it means we'll have to work overnight tonight, we'll do so. We can't give excuses that we go back to Parliament and say they to check out the item from Wednesday. Is it possible that we meet the first thing Monday, do as you suggest, desirability, look at the clauses as we have agreed in the last meeting, adopt the bill, adopt the report, and it will still be in time for ATC and all the parliamentary processes that we have to follow. Can you please assist, Advocate?
Yes, I will do my best, Chair. Thank you very much. Chair, it will be best then to consider the B version today, so that we can start doing the printing and final proofs of that bill ready for Wednesday. Then on Monday, one can adopt the report, as well as the motion of desirability. We can adopt them. We can do the motion of desirability today, Chairperson, and we can do the B version, that the Word document that Advocate van Schoor prepared and sent to us. If that's the final version, Chair, that will be presented to the House, then we've complied with the rules. So we can do that today, and then the report on Monday, and we can then start with the CREDA process, if I can call it that, well, the process of printing the final version of the bill during the weekend, Chairperson. So that can happen. That is now on the public procurement bill, Chairperson. On the revenue laws amendment bill, Chair, we have to wait for the response of the minister, or 14 days must pass, and that's 14 working days. It's excluding public holidays and Saturdays and Sundays. If that 14 days has passed, the committee in all can report, because we've given the minister that at least 14 days response time, Chairperson. I think that it's 14 days. Let me just quickly check again. I've got the bill here. So we have to wait for the minister, Chair, before we respond. Or the response must come, or the time must expire, Chairperson. That is, I think it's section 11.6. Yes, at least 14 days for the minister to respond. So we have to wait out the time, Chairperson. Thank you.
Thanks. So is the B version ready for now, so that we can start looking at it and finish?
Chair, I've sent the B version earlier on. Let me just see. I sent it at 10:44. So the B version is a Word document that basically contains all the amendments in tracking. So the committee can then just see where all the amendments are made and then agree to that or make further amendments, whichever way the committee goes. Thanks, Chair.
Thanks. So you say it's not possible to screen it. We have to only read it on our emails.
No, Chair. I've made MP co-host. I think she's the author of the document, so she can flight it from her and she can just confirm. Thank you.
Chairperson, other committee members, on the screen is the B version that was emailed to the committee. And it highlights all the changes that were made, including the changes that we are proposing following the meeting of Wednesday. And that is the first proposed amendment. So, Chair, I don't know if you want me to go to each and every amendment or just highlight those that came from the meeting of Wednesday.
Advocate Frank, what route do we follow? Answering the question that MP is asking. Advocate.
Chair,
Frank?
yes, thank you, Chair. Sorry, I was looking for that corner to unmute myself. Thank you, Chair. I think, Chair, the way we can do it, the rules envisage that a bill is adopted by going clause by clause and then we adopt the bill. So if we can look at the amendments that we did after, or the new amendments, let me word it like that. If we can look at the new amendments quickly or however long it takes to go through those, and the committee is happy with that, then we have a bill that the committee has agreed upon in essence, so we can do clause by clause. So it's a two-step process, Chairperson, and then finally adopt the bill as it is. But we need to just look at the new amendments. I would suggest, Chair, that Advocate van Schoor takes us just through the new changes, and if all the rest from Wednesday is still the same, we just do clause by clause approval after that, Chair, and then we can approve the bill. Thank you.
Noxie, are you there?
Yes, Chair, I'm here.
Awu chairisa meeting. Hey, ngilapha eGauteng kunemsindo lapha. It's a bit noisy where I am. Can you please chair the meeting? Take us close by close, as suggested by Advocate MP and Frank.
Okay, Chair.
Of course.
Okay, Chair. Yes. So, Advocate, are you going to take us through? Let me
yes,
give. Okay.
Yes. I'll
Okay, let
indicate
me give over to you. Sorry, Sweetheart. Let me give over to you. Okay, thank you.
I'll firstly then go through the amendments made following the meeting of Wednesday. The first amendment was a proposal to include in the preamble a provision regarding the building capacity of the state. And the chairperson also asked that I discuss it with Advocate Jenkins, which we did yesterday. So on the screen, you will see that text that's underlined. That is the proposed amendment, saying and while recognizing the need to increase the capacity of organs of state to provide goods and services that require procurement of goods and services from persons outside the state where necessary must be regulated. So that's a proposed amendment to the preamble of the bill.
Okay. Honorable members, are we agreed on that amendment?
Agreed, Chair.
Thank you, Honorable Mabileza. Continue, Advocate.
The next amendment is in the proposed definition of transformation. We've now included the term economically active population, and the proposed definition that is on the screen means all persons within the population of the Republic who contribute to the economy or are available to contribute to economic activity. So it also includes job seekers. So that's the proposed amendment. This is only used in the definition of transformation, which I'll shortly show to the committee.
Okay, all right. Advocate, I hear you adding, as you explain, that it also includes job seekers. But is that too much of a detail to include in the bill itself? Or is there some kind of clarity within the clause that will ensure that the job seekers are also included? It's just a clarity question from me. Advocate, over to you.
Chair, it is included in the definition with the term or are available to contribute to economic activity. I just tried to put it in different wording. So it is covered in the definition. Or they are covered in the definition.
Thank you so much, Advocate. Honorable members.
Agreed, Chair.
Thank you. Agreed to. Go ahead, Advocate.
The next definition is that was discussed in Wednesday. We just made some adjustment we think it reads better now. We say transformation in relation to public procurement means a process of change that seeks to redress the unfair discrimination of the past, achieve representation of economically active population of the Republic, which is the definition I mentioned, and then lastly to achieve socioeconomic objectives.
Okay, honorable members.
Agreed.
Agreed.
Agreed to. Thank you so much. Advocate, can you continue?
Chairperson, I think the next area relates to or would be the chapter 4 that deals with preferential procurement. And there, I think most of the changes were made on that chapter following Wednesday's meeting, and my colleague, Mr. Matabula, will take you through the key changes to that chapter on screen down.
Good afternoon, Chairperson, and also afternoon to the honorable members of the committee. Of course, my name is William Matabula. Chair, in terms of the discussions that we had on Wednesday, especially I'm going to start on clause 17. We did make at least it's now clause 16. I see that it's now changed to clause 16. So we did put together subsections 2 and 3 of the Constitution just to manage the issues that we spoke about earlier on. Just the committee should take note of that. And then the new clause 17. Firstly, we've now added subsection 2, where it's provided that the minister must, subject to this subsection, I'm just reading section 2, prescribed targets for set-asides referred to in subsection 1.
And we also went on to say the minister must, within 30 days after the commencement of this section, consult the relevant ministers for which categories of persons targets for set aside must be prescribed. And C, we said the minister must, at least every 2 years, after prescribing any target for set aside as envisaged in terms of paragraph B, consult as envisaged in paragraph B on proposed amendments to any target so prescribed and prescribing new targets. And then there is a D as well, where we're saying if no target for set aside for a category of persons is prescribed in terms of paragraph A procuring institution is not precluded from setting aside a bid for that category. So that's the change, but it's based on the discussion that we had on Wednesday, Chair. So that's that. Let me at least take a pause here, Chair, and then back to you.
Okay, so you still at clause number 17, Mr. Matebo?
Yes, Chairperson, we are on clause number 17. So that's a clause that I was just reading right now. From subsection 2, which of course was added based on the discussions that we had on Wednesday.
Yes,
so now,
yes.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. No, thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Matebula. There it is, honorable members, clause 17.
Agreed, Chair.
Grade 2. Thank you. Continue, Mr. Matebo. Is it still you?
Yes, Chairperson, thank you very much. I think we go to clause 19. Yeah. And then in clause 18, Chairperson, the changes there that we've made, I think we can just still scroll down a little bit. So to check. So up to 7. Yeah. Number 8. Okay. So in it, we have there taken out clauses 9 up to clause 11 of the previous 18. So how this now is going to read is that from clause 8, of course, this is also based on the discussion that we had. A procuring institution must, in addition to the measures stipulated in subsection 1 to 7, evaluate the bid in terms of the prescribed criteria, which may include complementary goals. And that is the amendment that we made. So anything that was originally there from clause 8 right up to clause 11 that of course prescribed the preference point system and so on, the process of how the tenders should be evaluated has been taken off from this subclause. So this subclause now, clause, the new 18 will only run up to subclause 9. Thank you, Chairperson.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Matebula. Honorable members?
Agreed, Chair.
Thank you so much, honorable members. Honorable Matebula, clause 19.
Yeah, clause 19, Chair. The current clause 19, I just want to check here. As a subcontracting condition, it also has a similar amendment as discussed in the previous one, where we have taken off everything that was from clause 8, which dealt with the process of how subcontracting should actually be taken. So the same in this one, the process of how evaluation will be done on subcontracting has of course been taken off. So this one ends at clause 7, and the same provisions that we made in the previous 2 clauses are also applicable here, where we deleted anything that related to the actual process of how the bids and tenders would be evaluated. So that's what we have at least amended, Chairperson, under this particular one.
Okay, so you're done with clause 19, Mr. Matebula?
I'm done with clause 19, Chairperson.
Okay, thank you. Honorable members, clause 19.
Agreed, Chair.
Thank you, agreed to. Let us continue. Mr. Matebula?
Yeah, and then the next clause, Chair, that relates to the designation for local production and content. I mean, the same thing here from clause, the original clause 9 up to clause 11 have been then eliminated here. So now so this, by the way, all outlined the process that needed to be followed when we're evaluating tenders and so on. It also referred to those preference point systems. So now the clause would end at clause number 8 with that provision that a procuring institution must, in addition to measures stipulated in subsection 1 to 7, evaluate the bid in terms of the prescribed criteria, which may include complementary goals. So in other words, the criteria would be prescribed. So that then takes care of clause 20, Chair. Thank you. Back to you, Chairperson.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Matebula. Honorable members, clause 20.
Agreed, Chair.
Agreed to. Thank you very much. Continue, Honorable Matebula. Mr. Matebula, continue with clause 21.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you, Chairperson. Then the other clause was clause 21. You will see that we've amended the heading there to read as other preference measures from what it was when we discussed on Wednesday. And also we have now shortened that clause 21 because it contained a host of those menu of options that we're referring to. And this, of course, is occasioned by the amendments that we've made. Now, this one now says, if sections 17, 18, 19, and 20 are not applicable, preferences must be allocated as prescribed. So in other words, other preference measures would be prescribed instead of sitting with those that were originally in 21. So that's how it reads now, Chairperson. Thank you very much. Back to you.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Matebula. Honorable members, clause 21.
Agreed, Chair.
Thank you so much. Mr. Matebula?
Yeah. I think on the others is The remainers is, yeah, we haven't made any changes on chapter 4 so far as it's concerned. So, Chair, thank you very much. I think that these are the changes that we've made in chapter 4.
Okay, honorable members, I put chapter 4 as a whole. Agreed to.
Agreed to.
Thank you very much. Mr. Matebula.
Yes,
How
yes,
is
Chairperson.
the- Okay, sure.
Yes, I am here now, and then I think Advocate Van Spoor will continue with the other amendments that we've effected based on Wednesday's discussion. Thank you very much, Chair.
Thank you. Over to you, Advocate Van Spoor.
Person, just sorry, just close. Is it now 57, 53? Sorry, it's difficult to see. There is an amendment. This is a correction because the debarment orders are now to be issued by the procuring institution. So there's those two amendments in 2A and C to refer to the procuring institution. Then also in 3, it was raising the committee about the way decision making will be made by the panel if there's equal votes. So the way we've changed it now is that the decision of the majority of the members of the panel constitute the decision of the panel, and that the chairperson of the panel has a casting vote in the event of equality of votes. Those are the changes, the new changes to this clause dealing with tribunal orders.
Thank you so much, Advocate Van Koor. Honorable members, are you covered?
Yes, we are covered, Chair.
So the clauses are agreed to. Thank you very much. Advocates, continue.
Person, I'm just scrolling to the next one. On the deviations or departures. But it was not discussed in a meeting, but we picked up that when we deal with departures, we provide for the procurement office to approve departures from instructions they issue, but there's no provision for provincial treasurers to inspect of their instructions that they issue. So we added this subsection 3(2) as a proposal for this clause.
Thank you, advocates. Honorable members.
Agreed to.
Thank you, honorable member. Advocate.
The last amendment was the committee indicated was changed the authority to bring the act into operation from the minister to the president, so that will be by the president by proclamation. And then also we had to propose to change the 2 allowing for different dates to be determined. So those are that's the last proposed amendment that came from Wednesday's meeting.
Okay. No, I think this was the spirit of the discussion. Honorable members, agreed to?
Agreed to.
Thank you so much, honorable members. So, Alan or Frank?
Sorry, Ms. Abraham, if we can just have a move on seconder, please.
Oh, good. Thank you. Can we move, honorable members, for the adoption of the bill with the amendments?
I move for the adoption of the bill with the amendment. Chair?
Thank you, Honorable Member. Any seconder?
I second.
Thank you so much, Honorable Nkomo. Alan, that takes care of the motion
Chairperson,
of. Yes.
I would like you to please reserve the position of the DA.
Okay, Dr. George, the position of the DA is reserved. Any other party that wants to raise an issue? Okay, I don't see any other hand. Thank you very much. This means that as the committee, we have adopted the bill with the amendments, of course, with the reservation from the DA. That's the only reservation that we have for now.
Noxie.
Hello, Baba. Hello, Chair.
Usekhona inkosi Shange lapha. Shange, are you there?
Oh, is it Honorable Butelis? Yes, he is still here.
Oh, ngathi hayi uthulile. Uzofika lapha in the house. Akhansela bill yethu. Makungena yaka Comrade Sifiso. Athi le ngiyayisupport yamntwana wakababa. 3 weeks back athi hayi le yaka Scoff ngiyayikhansela support yakamntwana wakababa.
We are all related. Chief Butelezi, this is your time to say whatever you want to say about the bill. Maybe he's in agreement, Chair. We just give him a chance to say that.
Okay.
Can I give over to you, Chair?
So where have we voted for motion of desirability? Noxie.
Hi, Chair. No,
we voted the motion of desirability.
We just voted the bill together with the amendments, Chair.
Advocate Frank, are we not? You said we are supposed also to vote for motion of desirability today, isn't it?
Yes, Chair. All we need is a proposer and a seconder to put in the committee report, so that's recorded, Chair. That's all we need.
Yeah,
So
take us through that item, Comrade Noxie.
Okay, can I just check for clarity? Advocate Jenkins, do we do that over and above they having voted, moved and seconded the bill?
Ma'am, we're trying just to record the things to comply with Rule 286 of the National Assembly rules. We're supposed to do this even before we go into the details of the bill, but sometimes it's left too late. So I just want it in the report to comply with that rule, ma'am. So
okay,
if we can do it, and then my colleague, Dr. Slope, will put it in. So we just need someone to move it and a seconder, please.
Okay, no, not a problem, Advocate. I just wanted to check whether maybe I have already done it and the chair didn't pick it up. Thank you. Dimorong. Honorable members, I put the motion of desirability for the bill at hand. Any mover?
Yes, I move for the motion of desirability to be adopted.
Thank you so much.
It's seconded, Chair.
Amen. Where did you go? Thank you very much. There's a second there. Thank you so much, Honorable Member. Honorable George?
Please note the objection of the DA.
For the motion of desirability?
Yes,
okay.
Chair.
Okay, Doc. Thank you so much. we give thumbs up for the motion of desirability, of course, with the reservations from the DA. And once again, Honorable Buthelezi.
Chairperson, sorry, it was an objection. It was an objection.
Oh, you object? Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Thank you,
Okay. All right. Sorry. Thank you for the correction. Thank you so much. Oh, so the DA has objected. Okay. Yeah. Okay. We, however, register the motion of desirability as a committee, as the majority members of the committee, with the objection of the DA. Thank you very much. Honorable members from the opposition, any other member who wants to raise an issue on the bill? There being none, I think Advocate Jenkins, we have complied, haven't we?
Ma'am, thank you very much. Yes, we have.
Okay. 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 Now, thank you so much, everyone, for the effort to be here and participate so that work is being done in order for us to move forward. In my understanding, our next meeting for us to look at our report now that we are going to be taking to the House, that meeting will be held on Monday with the understanding that thereafter it will be 80 seat for us to have a discussion or a debate on it on Wednesday. Is it possible at this point, Alan, to confirm the times for Monday?
Thank you, Chair. I'm in the hands of the committee to decide what time to schedule the meeting. Can either do it early Monday morning or anytime really.
Okay. Maybe also the content advisors can assist us here with time. Can you schedule it for, can you schedule it for the morning, Zakele?
Yes, Chairperson, the morning will be fine.
The morning will be fine, okay. Since
Yes.
it's a Monday, honorable members, can we try for 10 o'clock in the morning on Monday?
Yes, agreed.
Great. So thank you very much, honorable members. The meeting stands.
Chairperson.
Okay. Okay, Dr. George.
Thank you very much, Chair. I just wanted to ask a procedural question here. Mondays are set aside for constituency days, and I mean, I don't remember ever meeting on a Monday, the Finance Committee ever meeting on a Monday in the many years I've been in the committee. So I just want to ask this question. I mean, given that it is a constituency day, and the committee wants to meet, obviously various people have obligations, other obligations, etc., that, you know, sometimes are difficult to change. So what I'd like to know from our legal advisor is that, I mean, is this perfectly fine for the committee to decide to then meet on a Monday, which is supposed to be for constituency day? Is it their prerogative? Is permission required? What is the process actually? Because it's very unusual, and I just want to know that. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable George. Advocate Jenkins.
Chair, with all respect, it's not really raising a legal issue, but as far as I know, we maybe I don't want to throw my colleagues under the bus, but as far as I know, and let me put it this way, I stand to be corrected, and I'm going to ask you, Chair, to maybe ask Alan, the process to have a committee meeting on a constituency day, usually you need the permission of the the House Chairperson for committees, which at this point is Mr. Cedric Frolic. As far as I know, ma'am, I'm not 100% sure, so I stand to be corrected. Alan, maybe, ma'am, if you can ask him. Otherwise, I will find out and come back to you in an email maybe later, ma'am.
Yes, Chair, if I may.
Yeah, sure. You can come in, Alan.
Thank you, Chair. Yes, Advocate Jenkins is correct. We need the approval from the House Chairperson and the Chief Whip. So I will start working on that now. I mean, there's also an option to meet on Tuesday because the 3-day rule will be suspended. So the committee will still be in time if they adopt the report on Tuesday. If the report is ATC'd on Tuesday, it will be in Wednesday morning's ATC or Tuesday evening's ATC. That's another option, Chair. But long story short, I'll put in the application for the committee to sit on Monday. Signed by the chairperson, approved by the House Chairperson and the Chief Whip. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Honorable members, thank you, Honorable George, for raising the issue. It's important. Let us await notices from Alan regarding whether we are permitted to hold the meeting on Monday or the meeting will be held on Tuesday. But as we just heard, we are fine if we do it on Monday. We are still fine if we do it on Tuesday, as the 3-day rule will be suspended. Thank you once more, Honorable George, for coming up with a question. And thank you to the support of Parliament and the committee for the assistance. Thanks, Treasury, for staying with us for the course. And thanks so much to all the members that have made it possible for us to come this far. The meeting stands adjourned.
Thank you, Honorable Chair.
Recording stopped.
Thank you. Thank you so much.